Now we come to a little splash of colour at the end of a watching brief filled with fairly serious, sombre, uh, and astonishing happenings from the world of archaeology in the past month or so. I simply had to include this as a little palate cleanser, as it were, and a beautiful archaeological discovery, and that is the discovery of a tomb in Saqqara. Have you come across this story, Andy?
It's wonderful, and I'm really pleased you chose it because I think this is back to what archaeology is really all about. It's discovering a previously unrecognized tomb of one of the great world civilizations in Egypt, and it looks absolutely magnificent. It's early. It's it's 2500 to 2400 BCE. It's in Saqqara, south of Cairo, and it's the tomb of a nobleman of the Fifth Dynasty called Kuwi. Khuwy. Egyptologists there will probably correct my pronunciation, but what is remarkable about this tomb, it's distinctive architecturally because it's an L shape, but what is wonderful are the state of preservation of the wall paintings. And again, people will be familiar with wall paintings on Egyptian tombs, but these are particularly fresh and vibrant and just wonderful. They clearly did the Egyptian Antiquities Authorities clearly did a major photo call on this. The photographs I'm looking at are credited to Agence France Presse. But they are absolutely magnificent. You've got the usual the lines of servants making presentations to the owner of the tomb. You have the owner of the tomb himself. You have the things I particularly like. With my interest in maritime, there are two wonderful ships, sailing ships in one of the paintings. It's everything that Egyptology is all about, but at the same time, because it's about people and there's all these wonderful images of people and their activities and so on, it's what archaeology is all about too. And in fact, it's about the excitement of archaeology too, because one of the photographs is some of the workers from the Egyptian Antiquities Authorities who worked on the excavation taking a selfie.
Yeah. Now it should be said, a couple of people I've seen commenting on that as people who are being glib in the tomb and risking the paintwork, in so much as one person said there's a reason flash photography isn't allowed in museums and galleries. But come on, I mean, it's clear that lighting is there for the photo shoot, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if slightly reluctantly if these guys have been asked to pose for this photo of them taking a photo of themselves. If you know what I mean. It's
very possible. You can certainly see from the light and shadows and so on that the photos have been lit.
Exactly.
The interior.
Exactly.
So
yeah. So it's a beautiful tomb. I'm actually quite taken by the stacks of. I don't know if you've got I've got the boardpanda.com article open in front of me, but the stacks of food that are present in one of the images there, they're so vibrant, just beautiful food. I mean, it almost, I'm not saying it looks like you can eat them, but you can almost get a sense of the flavour of the food, can't you, from the colour? Just beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, I know people make jokes about Egyptian art and and how stylized it is and so on, but actually these kind of images bring you so close to the activities of those people a very long time ago. Yeah, they're a wonderful. These are the kind of images that are going to turn up in books in years to come.
Without a doubt, and hopefully that one of the selfie will be in there as well, definitely. Or maybe the selfie itself, who knows? Now, interestingly, this tomb, as the article mentions here, is only the latest in a series of archaeological unveilings by the Ministry of Antiquities. In 2018, they've revealed some other exceptionally well preserved drawings at Saqqara, and have discovered this was another news story that we'll probably put a link to below actually as well, but I noticed was a mass cat cemetery found with a collection of rare mummified scarab beetles as well. So fans of The Mummy, I'm sure, would would run a mile from that without a doubt. But it's just nice to see, and as you say, it goes right to the heart of if you ask someone what is archaeology, it won't take you long before someone says Howard Carter to Tutankhamun.
Exactly.
That's more or less where we are here, and it's just beautiful.
And our, our colleagues are still coming up with wonders almost 100 years after Howard Carter's excavations in the Valley of the Kings.
Absolutely, yeah. There's more to be found. Oh, there's also a brilliant tweet here. Someone called Britta J.E. is quoted in this article. They say, it looks as if it was only 100 years old. Which is an interestingly specific observation, but I understand where they're coming from. It doesn't look as old as it is because of the colour.
Well, of course, I'm waiting for the tweets on certain or the articles on certain conspiracy sites saying that they've actually suppressed the images of the mothership landing on the other wall, which we're not seeing.
Yeah, well, that's what's behind the camera. That's behind the camera.
And the batteries that are lighting Huawei's house.
Yes.
Huawei, that's the Chinese telephone company, isn't it? Sorry.
Kui.
Kuwait. Sorry.
Kui.
I think we better draw this one to a close before we dig ourselves even deeper.
I think you're right. But nonetheless, I love it, and also I'm so happy for the guys involved. The guys and gals involved in this. Wonderful.
I think also, some actually just very, very quickly, some people have made some slightly snide comments that it's just in time for the tourist season and so on. I think it's important to say that the Egyptian, our colleagues who work in antiquities in Egypt have been facing a really rough time over the last few years, what with the political unrest and fall off in tourism after the dreadful airline bombing over Sinai. And so this is the they're on their way back, I think, is the hope here, and that the issues that there have been in terms of protecting sites like this are being dealt with, and people are able to get on with what they should be getting on with, which is, again, great archaeology.
Absolutely.